I'm a huge fan of the Maschine Mark III, the original, the big one, this one. I've been playing it exclusively for the past year because I like the pads so much. I usually use the device in MIDI mode and I trigger a software drum kit with it. And from the moment I got it, I loved it. And when I heard that Native Instruments was releasing the Maschine Mikro Mark III, I was very excited because I figured this could be a game changer. Because as I said, I use the device mostly in MIDI mode, the original Maschine Mark III, and I basically only need the pads. So I figured, wow, if they release this Micro Mark III for $250 and the pads are as great as the original Maschine Mark III pads, boy oh boy, it's gonna be a game changer. So I ordered one, I got it, I received it on Monday, and I'm gonna tell you whether I think this device is everything that I hoped it to be. So stay tuned. The quest for groove. So is the Micro Mark III the game changer that I hoped it would be? Well, the answer is almost, but not really. To me, it's all about the pads, about the sensitivity of the pads, responsiveness of the pads. And in all honesty, I did notice a slight difference in quality. And in some other reviews on YouTube, I noticed that people said the pads are exactly the same. Well, they're not exactly the same. If you set them to the most sensitive level, they're just a little bit less responsive. And I guess for $250, the cheapest machine Native Instruments ever released, for $250, it's still great value for money, but it's not the same thing as the big Maschine Mark III. Let's do a quick comparison between the two devices, and the way I'm going to do that is by setting the pads to fixed velocity and setting the sensitivity to the maximum sensitivity in Maschine software for both devices. And I'm going to try and play the exact same pattern with the exact same force, and we're going to see what that sounds like. Okay, the Maschine Mark III. Whoa. Well, as you notice, it's very sensitive. Okay, here we go. Okay, here we go. The Micro. Same pattern. So this thing comes close, but it's not the exact same pad sensitivity as the Mark III. Three more things. One thing that I noticed was that with this Micro Mark III, there was a little bit more double note triggering. I don't think that's a big deal or a deal breaker or anything, but I noticed it. Second thing is, right now you cannot use the Micro Mark III in MIDI mode, but when I went to the Native Instruments forum, I noticed that Native Instruments already put out a statement saying that they will implement MIDI mode in the Micro Mark III soon. So that's also not really a deal breaker. The last thing is that I'm actually looking forward to a new release by PreSonus, which is the PreSonus Atom. It's a $150 pad controller that I'm looking forward to checking out. So I actually emailed PreSonus and I asked them if they could send me one. And as soon as they have one available, they will send me an Atom controller to review. And obviously I can't make any promises. If the pads suck, they suck, and I will be honest about it. But you know, that's a $150 device. Maybe if the pads are just as good or maybe a little bit better or just as good as the machine. I have high hopes because, you know, I feel like you always have to have a positive outlook. So yeah, okay, blah, 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 blah. But should I buy the Micro Mark III? That's what I want to know. It's not a bad device. You can definitely buy it and, you know, use the Maschine software. $250, it's great value for money. But if you want super good pads, I would still get the normal Maschine Mark III. I hope to see you again next week for another video. And until then, stay groovy. Bye-bye.